Oh man, that's when my thought. I don't know if that's when it was at the worst. Now I could say that, but it also sucked when I worked till 1 and 2 in the morning. That's when I would live off 1 to 3 hours, 0 to 4 hours of sleep. That's when I worked till 1 and 2 in the morning. But when I was in high school, since I was homeschooled, it didn't matter when I woke up. So they're really trying, just building on the left, I don't know what's in the shot, they're really trying to keep people out by using a bike, what's combination lock. Not even a U-lock or a chain with a lock. There isn't a, do you know how easy it is to break a combo lock? Not that hard. Some are better than others if it's made by like kryptonite, something like that. But it's good to have a U-lock or a chain with it just for security. Just to have the combo lock to be the secondary, not the prime. Forgot to add my bell. But anyways, whenever I use a combo lock, it's only if I'm running in somewhere real quick. I want to be in there for 20 minutes or less, because it only takes like 2 minutes if they've done it before. Sometimes all you have to do is stretch them apart if you know how to do it. But using tools, they're very easy. But anywho, I mentioned it before, maybe at least maybe 2 or 3 videos when I was in high school. Oh man, I'd go to sleep at like, I don't even know when I'd go to sleep. It would vary. I would go to sleep anytime between like 5 and 3 in the morning to like not sleeping at all. So I would sleep a lot in the daytime. I would the mid-morning. Sometimes I go to sleep between like 5 a.m. to like noon, or anywhere in that realm, anywhere in that 7-hour realm. Sometimes I'd sleep all 7, maybe 6, maybe 5, maybe 4, 2, 3, 1. Just was a daily challenge for me to sleep. So I didn't always. It sucked. It also sucked when I worked till 1 or 2 in the morning, because sometimes, since I worked at a pizza place, there would be 1, if not more, problems with the last few orders. So either there was a miscommunication, and the person taking the order took it wrong, or even when they confirmed the address, it didn't matter because they'd say yes, and they were too drunk, too high, one other, or they weren't really paying attention. I always hated that, because after a while I became the manager on the nights I would work, and then sometimes I'd have a problem. Sometimes it's my fault, sometimes it's their fault, sometimes it was both our fault, because I said the information back to them, phone number and the address and name, and they're like, yeah, whether it was a new number or an old number, we just do it, just confirm address, whether we because if they just give us a number and put it in and the address come up, we would see what would happen. Sometimes they would say yes, that's good, or they'd have us change it if they moved. But sometimes the later the night got, it would be a pain. So sometimes it would take me extra amount of time to leave, because we do everything together to right before everyone else left. that worked inside with me, we do the cleaning for the night, so then it would be all right and they could leave right when we closed. Or sometimes we'd let, if it wasn't too busy, they'd let us, the owner would be fine with just having one person helping the night manager on phones until close, or just having the night manager be the only person on phones for the last 2 to 3 hours, which sometimes would suck because it'd be dead for like 3+ hours, and then all of a sudden we get all the drunk college students and we get slammed. But the owner didn't like the numbers in the system, so if there was, we'd have to look at the progress and compare, and if it wasn't a certain percentage, one, depending on the scenario, one or both of the phone people could go, then it would just be just the night manager, or the night manager and the extra hand. It sucked though. One time I went to a show and my buddy got mad at me because it was so dead, and then like I wasn't the manager that night, and so they put me on schedule on phone, and I was like, all right, that's fine. I was fine with being on phone. Oh wait, yeah. Oh, I've never, now I can't remember, because my buddy was there, and he was also one of the other managers, but he also cooked the food, and so it was the two of us and this one girl, and I wanted to meet up with some of my friends, so I went to meet up with them, and then she called. I was like, are you coming back? I was like, no, I asked you if you could sit or close. You said it was cool. It's like, oh. And then I guess it was horrible the rest of the night. My buddy was like, don't ever do that again. She was horrible. Dang. Why does that always happen? There's only one shoe. The two pairs I want, there's only one pair of Vans and Jordans or Nikes. If they had both of them, I could clean them up and get some dollary dues, depending on the condition. I never sleep. I never pass up looking at random clothes. Because to me, what's the difference between going to a thrift store, flea market, whatever, getting used clothes, even if you're picking it up on the sidewalk, like that lot that was there.